This is The Flow with Rock and O.
We are real people
With real issues.
who create solutions
And not more problems.
What's good, Rock?
What's going on, O?
Bruh, man, we back again. Another episode, man.
April.
What?
The year is just going on
It
and
is,
on and
man.
on.
Can you believe, man? Here it is. We married. I've been, 7 years this year, and you've been
5 years, March 22nd.
But what's so crazy is
Of
that
this
both
year.
of our wives were born in this month.
What's even crazier is how we both forget every year that they were born in this month on the same day. On the
That
same
is
day.
crazy, bruh.
April 24th.
When you said April, I was like, dang, it's the baby birthday. But then it's yours, but she'll be turning, Gabby will turn
30.
Be turning 30.
Uh-huh.
And then Adrian be 32.
Can I just say something about that, man? It's been 5 years. 5 long years. 5 long
Beautiful struggle.
years. No, the beautiful struggle. But you know what? It's coming into this 5th year. Like, it's been great. Like, I can't say, it's something when you struggle with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we good friends.
Sure.
Then gone through some things together. But when you got, your partner, your life partner, your wife, your husband, whatever it is, to go through a struggle with somebody and you can make it through, it brings our bond even closer.
Oh my
And
gosh.
our bond right now is getting crazy close, crazy close.
No, but really, me and Adrian were talking about it. We're not, what do people always say? We're not perfect by any means, but we really, the struggle,
You
bro.
may not be perfect,
Right?
but you do have a purpose.
But like we've been through, oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh yeah, right. But it's like I told Adrian the other day, really, and I almost got emotional with it when I told her. I was like, why do you want to be with me? Like through all that I put you through everything that we've went through, like why do you still want to be with me? And she said, because you're my best friend in real life. Aww. Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it really hit me like, bro, like it really.
You are my beauty.
I know, right? Right. But it's like it really hit me that like Adrian is really my friend in Rock. In real life, bro, like me and her are so alike. Like I really like hanging out, and even more so now. I really like hanging out. Like I can't wait to get out of here when we do get out and go to my baby. Like I can't wait to see her. Like she just them teeth, man, and them little cheeks. I just been really like feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Hey girl, I just want to say I like your teeth and your cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Like
You
I
look
be
real good
really,
today.
yeah. But we love our wives.
That's,
man.
that,
But
that's a
dope.
whole nother episode in
Yeah,
itself. But I just
for
want to talk about entrepreneurship for a second as well too, which will go into the
yeah,
topic.
yeah.
It's been going good. God's been blessing with Little King
All day.
Images. Just passed my life insurance test, so I'm licensed life insurer now.
Yeah.
Just excited, man.
Yeah,
I can't go back.
Rookie of the year, man. You better talk about
Yeah,
your
rookie of the
award,
year
dude.
with complete with the
Heck
doing the
yeah.
DJing, man. So I told myself not yesterday, but at the end of last year, when I was getting everything in order, that I'm going to be all in everything that I do. Now, not to say I'm not going to spread myself thin, but whatever I'm doing at the moment, I'm all in it. I'm all into that thing. So that's why I blocked off my time as far as the different things I do throughout the day. Like I'm setting times and I'm breaking things down to where, okay, from 3 to 4, I'm all into DJing, or from this to this, I'm all into this. Like I'm giving all my attention to it. I'm going to try to be 110% every time that I do it, because at the end of the day, no matter what people can say, my integrity will stand.
Come on.
So, and I just love doing what I do, man, being able to be an impact in different people's lives, whether it's marrying them, partying with them, getting them life insurance.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Doing their graphics for them, make their dream, bringing out their artistic side and what they envision for their companies and things like that. I'm helping you. And a long time ago, I said it very vaguely at a meeting we had. I said, I believe I was created to create.
Just like I was.
And I think that's what I'm doing, yeah.
God was a creator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, dude, what I'm saying is, Rock, like you're so inspiring. And in real life, bro, like you're in a position where doors are literally available to you. Literally, like people are doors. You know what I'm saying? Like you're Ubering. You're doing the DJ thing. You're now with, you know what I'm saying, with the life insurance, bro. Like you literally have so many doors that are just waiting for you to just knock at them and open them up. I mean, not even necessarily you open them up, them opening themselves to you.
Yeah.
And like all you have to do is, like you say, be all in.
Bro, you
That's
see,
all
I got
need.
these notes over here. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's the thing that's been the biggest for me.
Huge inspiration, bro.
People see me and see my personality and think, oh, Ryan, you can just talk to anybody. But I get nervous about a lot of stuff.
Sure.
But I push myself to do those things that are uncomfortable for me because I understand it's just going to open up another door for me. But I got to go back, and I've been telling myself I wanted to recognize you on this podcast going into that.
Yeah.
Because I told you before, if it wasn't for you, starting with the mindset of it, always saying, bro, we're destined for greater than this.
Legit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got something more in us than just the regular 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Even you yourself dealing with that right now. I know you had to go back a little bit, but you still have a goal. We understand there's something better for us. And not just us, but everybody.
Oh, my God.
But it takes you having that mindset. Shout out Damon Casey at GE before we get into this topic, because I'm going to something totally different. But I would tell him every day, dog, when I got fed up over there, tell me I'm never going to leave this place.
Yeah, that was good.
Tell me every day, Damon, that I will never leave this place. And every day he would do that. And every day he would do it, or any time I would start to complain, he'd be like, bro, why are you complaining? You ain't going nowhere. Or I would just tell him, say it.
Yeah, I know what you say.
I would tell him, I would, if I was going through something that day, or if I was giving up on myself, I'd just be like, say it. And he'd be like, you ain't going nowhere. And I needed that reminder every day until I was like, one day I came in there, I told him, I was like, guess what? I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that thing to push myself. So
that's dope.
It's been going good. I'm excited. It's scary, terrifying, and excited
again,
all at
Rob.
the same time.
You preaching if you didn't know already.
Yeah,
you preaching.
it's
scary, but
it's terrifying, but the satisfaction and gratification you get to knowing that I'm betting on myself. When you bet on yourself, you set yourself to a standard. You set yourself to accountability of, bruh, because at the end of the day, if you don't give yourself 110% every day, why are you even doing this? Go back to the 9 to 5. Go back to it. I wake up every day ready to conquer the day. I can't count it in 2-week paychecks. I got to count it every day. Somebody said, well, when you take a day off, you don't take no day off when you out here grinding, trying to build something for yourself. There's no days off.
Yeah.
At every point in time, you should be watching some video, learning something. You should be talking to somebody. You should be calling somebody. You should be trying to gain. I didn't even mean to go this way.
Oh, man, I'm not even going to talk to you. Just you feeling that.
Right, because it's just, and it's exciting. It's like being on a roller coaster. Yeah. You don't know which turns are going to come. You don't know how it's going to go up or how it's going to go down.
Help me today.
You don't know how you're going to feel when you go down. You don't know how you're going to feel when you go up. But just knowing that I'm out here doing it. I'm experiencing it. And I'm putting myself on the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, don't get me wrong. I got Gabrielle, who's a great help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My helpmate. We do this thing together.
Yeah.
But what I have to deal with in my own mind is being an entrepreneur and knowing, hey, it's all on you. If you come up short, it's on you. If you get more than enough, you gotta. It's, you know what I'm saying. You gotta put it on your back and say, especially being the, you know what I'm saying, being the man in this relationship and the man, the wife, the husband. Don't get me wrong. Me and Gabrielle, we work this thing together. But me being the front of the businesses I'm doing and every lane that I'm moving into, I expect greatness every day, dog. I do not expect to not be great by the end of the year. I'm great now. In my own mind, I'm great.
For sure. But can be greater.
But can be greater. Yeah. And knowing that greater is coming. My greater is coming.
Yeah. Greater.
But to recap all that, I'm just excited to wear the lane that I'm in the places that I'm going and to know, you know what I'm saying, we look back 2-3 years ago, you was always in my ear and continually in my ear. You saying you inspired me, or I inspired you. You inspired me. I would come home and tell Gabrielle, man, I talked to O today. She would know when I got off the phone with you because I'd be ready to go. Like, we about to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But then going back and breaking that thing down and looking at it and really putting a plan to go forth.
Yeah.
It's been great, man. Like I said, every day it is a scary, terrifying feeling, but it's also an exciting, thrilling feeling to know.
Torn in between the two.
Torn in between.
Yeah.
But I really want to be with you.
But how it makes sense, though.
Yeah.
You really want to be with greater. And it's like, well, I hope you're ready for the ride.
But it goes into making up your mind, though. And I think that's what I did. You have to make
you better
up
talk today, man. I'm sitting here listening, bro. You helping me out.
You have to make up your mind. And don't get me wrong, put a plan forth. Because I'm still in the beginning stages of it. Sure. We had a great month last year with Little King Images. We had a great income month. Now I'm trying to duplicate it again for April and so forth and to build something. But I don't even know how to explain it. What's the song? Oh, I can't hold it.
Yeah.
But that's going to be an encouragement to anybody and even to you and yourself. Like, and I know the plans you got going and how you laying that blueprint and you trying to get some things going.
Sure.
But when you get to the place where you got your plan written out and you're like, okay, it's time to execute.
Sure.
And then once you're really in it, like, oh, you see the house, you see, we're going to start doing Facebook Lives and do live podcasts. But, bro, this is where I work every day.
This is the
Setting
workstation.
appointments,
And
talking to people.
And you can tell. If I know y'all
this ain't
are
my
out there in
workstation.
podcast
This is
land,
my
but-
war room. This is my war room. This is where I go to strategize to figure out the next steps. I got my board here. Every Sunday night, I sit down for 3 to a couple hours and figure out what's this week gonna look like. Not what's this month gonna look like. What's this week gonna look like? I need to see day to day. I gotta have something to fill up my calendar every day, knowing that I'm doing something.
Sure.
Because if there's any moment that I'm just sitting around not doing nothing, what are you doing, Ryan? Your job is 24/7. As long I say my office hours are from 9 to 5, but I'm working 24 hours.
Sure.
I'm working 24 hours, man, and just on everything. So, but I'm excited about it, and it goes into trying to build something of my own.
Yeah.
For my family.
Yes.
And for my community. And when I say for my community, I say my people.
Yeah. For sure. To go off to come on, just like we talking about today, Nipsey Hussle. I mean that's what he did. He built for his family. I'm not sure how many children he had. I think he had a daughter. I'm not sure.
I believe he has 2. I'm not too sure.
Okay, but I know that, again, his family. I know that he had family, you know what I'm saying? Mom, dad, brothers, sisters, whatever, you know what I mean? So he had a family, his community, as we see on Facebook and on national TV. Like, people, I mean, I've never seen, and can I just be honest?
Yeah.
You're talking about, like, what I've seen here, like, just
recently.
They're talking about, not talking about, they've been doing visuals all over.
Oh, yeah.
Like everywhere. Kansas City did one. I seen one in Dallas. I seen one in Japan. Right? Like they're doing these visuals of blue.
Visuals, yeah.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? So then we're not even going to get on the murals that they're doing, drawing his face on buildings, legit. Women,
you just show the impact that he had.
But, bruh, like how? What? Like how? This dude was that guy. Like, to know that this man's legacy is that's what we should all desire.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not something extreme, if God's will, but it should be like, you should touch that many to where we're willing to they said he's going to be in the history books, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
What?
Give credit to where credit is due.
I am so encouraged. I am so inspired and so really just adamant about really reading up about Nipsey for real. Like, what all was he really trying? I mean, I've heard some different things, and I can be honest, I didn't really know. I knew Nipsey from the movie Kane. I just remember him from that. But other than that, I really didn't.
Like I said, I wasn't really, I'm more R&B anyway and gospel and all
too.
that. But I listened to a few of his songs and I didn't know too much about him, but just been reading up about him since his tragedy and just know. And let's stop there because I wanted to say this.
That's cool.
To people who hate on people who want to show love and compassion to somebody who's dead by saying, oh, now you want to mess with him because he's dead. No, we're humans and we have compassion and we love people and no one wants to see somebody die. So to all those people who may be listening to this podcast and you're that person, get your mind together.
Wow.
Get your mind right.
Wow.
Like I hated seeing that on the book.
Yeah.
Oh, now that he's gone, y'all want to love
Everybody
him. Well, maybe I didn't know nothing about him until now. Maybe I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, for me to, I didn't like that style. I'm not a big on rappers and stuff like that, so I didn't know too much about him, but I knew who he was.
Yeah.
And now to see all the great things he was doing. So to you people who do that.
That's childish, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he was a black man. That's all I gotta know.
Oh, yeah.
He was a black man that was passionate about being the change that he wanted to see in his community.
Definitely.
Here it is. Come on, stereotyping. We know Jermaine Wilson. You know what I mean? Mayor of Leavenworth now. The man was a product of his environment, but he made a choice, like you talked about earlier. He made a choice that he wanted better.
Yeah.
And so here it is. He's trying to join the Bloods and the Crips together. I imagine with other gangs there in L.A. And we know L.A. L.A., like, you know what I'm saying, depending on where you're from. Compton, again, I don't know. I just, I got to be honest. I know from, like, movies and stuff, like
from what
Crenshaw
you see,
and
but
Compton.
yeah.
But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the area that what I read up on is where he was from, it was rough. And here
60s,
you are creating an economic base where you came up and destroyed it. You were poisoning your people. I imagine selling drugs, whatever.
Look,
But here
recirculating the black dollar.
and so you want to do better.
Giving jobs to those gang members and different ones off the street. If you want to change, change
Shout
what you're
out to
doing.
Nipsey,
come
man.
in here.
That's how you do it. And this is where can I make this comment? Can I
Yeah.
make this pinpoint? Because I've heard that Christians, you know, oh man, y'all just praising him, da 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 da. Like, can we just step away from your traditional religious ways
Please.
for a second?
Please, just because he wasn't in your
Just a
church,
second.
just because he wasn't in your church every Sunday or wearing your rosary or on your altar, the man was doing something great for his community, what we all should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was a rapper, and but forget all the negative that you want to put out. You
Look
were
at the
doing something
good.
greater than yourself for your people. You know what I'm saying?
He was doing a good. And at the end of the day, I believe it, and I still stand on it, Rock, is that we are going to be super surprised when we get to heaven.
Oh.
We going to be like, what? How did you? And Bible tells us that the least of them. Probably people think of the least of them. Oh yeah, look at him sagging and tattoo.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
smoking weed, big old chain. But look at what he was doing.
Exactly.
Look at what he was doing. I talked to a friend the other day about the video he made with that old guy, the homeless guy that he ended up taking to get a haircut and clothes. And you know what I'm saying? The homie was like, oh, man, you see how he called him the N-word? He called that old man, his elder, the N-word.
Right.
And then when he took him out, he gonna get him a chain. How stereotypical is that? You gotta go get him a chain from the jewelry store. I was like, brother, are you really not seeing? Do you know in some cultures, they buy things, like over there, them Arabs, they be wearing dresses and wearing jewelry and different, like, do you know that's maybe that's just where he comes from?
But even that's
And
what
how
he wanted to
talk.
do for that man. He took the time out. Not only did he go, whatever you say in that video, buying himself, but he was there with him.
Yes.
Spending the time with him. You know what I'm saying?
Put him in the Maybach, man. Like, oh yeah, look at that. He brought that Maybach. I mean, literally,
You just
bro,
have those
that Maybach
ones
was
who
probably
always
printed anyway.
Who always got something negative to say and can't see the positive in things. You know, and let this be, I'm gonna let you say this quote.
Yep.
But let this be this quote Orlando's getting ready to say, be an encouragement to all people who are out here trying to do something greater than themselves.
Yes.
It don't gotta be on the scale of Nipsey. You know what I'm
No.
saying? He had the
No.
ability to reach, to do what he was doing, but just in your
Yes.
everyday life.
Yes.
To be better, to be a
Come
better
on.
you. To walk around with them, bruh, when I do it, nowadays when I walk around, I'm walking around and I recognize when people are having bad days. You want to know why? Because I was the one having them bad days. I was the one going through something, but still having to go to work, and you try to have your integrity, and you try to do everything that you do to be a better person, but sometimes life just hits you.
It does.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to be overly nice. I'm going to make sure when the person at the cash register says something rude to me, let me recognize, okay, something may be going on with them. Because most of the time when people are mean, it's not about you
No.
in the moment.
No.
It's about sorry, my
Them
mic,
being-
my
them
mic
being
was
mean.
messing
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah, but them
about
being-
them,
yeah.
you know, you don't never know what someone's going through.
Sure,
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? You don't never know what their atmosphere is,
Yeah.
what their home life is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. So I always take that into account when I deal with somebody who's just going through something or just rude. Like, let me just be that smile in your life today. Let me just be that thank you today. Even if you didn't say thank you to me, let me hold this door open for you, even though you didn't open it up for me.
Bruh.
Just the simple things, man.
Yeah, but again, that goes back to, I don't know, maybe what the Bible says about love your neighbor as you. That's the
believe
first
that's the
commandment.
word.
That was the first
I
commandment.
believe that's the
I
word.
believe that's the Bible.
Yeah.
To love. That's the new trend. That's what Nipsey did. Nipsey's gonna love, and in his own unique way. And again, is he gonna be what you want him to be? We're gonna pause that right there.
Yeah.
To say this quote. You will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will only, somebody say only, you will only be criticized
Only,
by
Pastor.
someone
Only.
who is doing less than you.
Remember that.
Remember that. Isn't it crazy that he said that? This is before he got it. This was a Nipsey Hussle quote. Remember that? That lets me know that this man already knew. I believe, can I put this a little pin in here? Because
put a
of
pin in it.
criticizing. I believe that you can get to such a level of success that you already know that my days are numbered. As bad as that sounds, Ryan Allen, that I can get to such a level of success. You and Gabby can move out there to Brycliff and get in that $850,000 home, riding in any car that y'all desire, going on vacations, doing all.
Speaking of my life.
Isn't that right? Isn't that tough? That even when you get there, and I say it, I'm just being honest, as a black man, because I don't feel like it's in other races like it is with ours.
Mm-hmm.
That with our race, we have to know that your life could possibly be attacked. Your family could possibly be touched. And watch this, I'll even go here. Depending on how, like, you want to flaunt your business, because it almost seems like to me, when talking about this quote, criticize, it's almost like you have to be black in this world and you have to be quiet with your success rather than letting it be known what God has done. Like, you can't share it. Think about it. Can I give you points?
Go ahead.
I'm
Go
seeing
ahead.
this thing so clear. Look at John Gray. The man wanted and clearly made it known that he committed adultery in his show. They talk about him committing adultery on his wife and all bad that happened and how he almost lost his marriage. So just like Kobe Bryant did, bought his wife that big old ring. That you're telling me John Gray that writes books, John Gray that speaks all over the world, John Gray that did comedy at one time, John Gray that has his own little world going on in business outside of the church, he decides to buy his wife a Ferrari? He decides with his hard-earned money that he wants to buy. But what happens with us as a people? See, now he didn't got that big church. Now he trying to, and he clearly has told people that this church is in debt. I came over here, leaving what I had to do. I was living my life over there with Joe Osteen, killing it over there at the church, doing what I wanted, and I'm gonna come here to take on a church that's in debt. That looks good on the inside or on the outside, but on the inside we are struggling.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying it's crazy how it almost makes you feel like as a black man, like, Ryan, okay, you got that money, bro. Shh, don't tell nobody.
Right.
Like, dang, I want to be able to tell everybody.
Truthfully, dog, I've always been a type of person like, let me just keep mine here because you always gonna have somebody who's watching you, ready to pounce on you. But to that I say, don't let that be a reason for you to
for sure
to shrill and hide by any means. But you will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will always be criticized by someone who is doing less than you. Remember that. When I probably just like you when you saw it, I saw that and I read it and I had just scrolled past it and I wrote back and read it and I was like, dang.
Real life.
Like truth. Like,
why do you think people say I'm moving out of the hood?
Yeah. I'm printing that out and putting it and adding it to my wall. You will never so every time you get scared or you get worried about what somebody's going to have to say, remember you are not going to be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will only be criticized by someone who's doing less than you.
But let's just break that down.
There's a difference between constructive criticism that you want from people and criticism that people just have something to say just to say it because it's you and it's not them.
But let's just break that down. You will be criticized. You won't be criticized by someone doing more than you. You know why you can't be criticized by somebody that's doing more than you? Because they're grinding and they're just as busy as you are.
Yeah.
Like they're not worried about what Ryan's doing. No, I'm in my own lane and I'm getting it in. But it's that one that's falling behind.
Lane switcher.
Come on, man. That finds himself worried and concerned, so he knows that he's gonna lose the race. No doubt about it.
I would even say that person's not even driving the car. They're not even in the lane. They sitting on the sidelines watching you, wishing and wondering, why can't that be me? Actually, no. They're not even wishing and wondering, why can't that be me? Because the person that's thinking that, why can't that not be me, is slowly getting there. Sure. This is the person that's just in a spot to where they've come complacent. They're okay with their surroundings, but they don't want nobody else to be happy.
Isn't that a sad
Misery
truth that
loves
some
company.
people will literally sit back and only wish and hope, but will be mad because you decided to get up and do something? That right there alone is what throws me off. Somebody will sit and watch you do a thing and hope and wish they can do it too, but they'll be mad because you decided to get up and start working. So you're going to get mad at me because I wanted to put my feet that God gave me, my hands, the ability. This is what's crazy, and I'm just seeing this too.
Go ahead.
To know that some are out here and they don't have the ability to talk, don't have the ability to see, don't have the ability to move their hands and their legs and all these different things.
Right.
And I've seen many of videos where even those people are out here grinding.
There's one. I wish I knew the guy's name right now. I'm about to look it up.
Eric Johnson is one of them for me.
That didn't have the hands and the.
Not Eric Johnson. Eric. Eric in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
I thought it was Eric Johnson.
No, that's my best friend, Eric Johnson.
I know Eric. I think his name was Eric Johnson too.
No, it's not Johnson.
It isn't?
No. We're gonna figure it out though because I want to give him his props. But
yeah. Eric, but Eric, man, he's down in Nebraska. He opened up a Luffy's down there.
I think we're talking about two different people. Then I don't know who you talking about.
Yeah, you do. You met him with me. He was in the wheelchair. But anyways, he definitely got shot. You know what's so tough, Rock? He got shot his senior year. Watch this, bro. A week before he walked to receive his D1 University. D1 University scholarship to play basketball at Nebraska. Nebraska State D1? Is that it? Nebraska State, right?
Look, don't ask me.
But by the end of the day, it was D1.
Yeah, no, Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska's D1.
But to know that he went to a pre-graduation party, to only get in the car to go home, had a good night. He said to only go home and he's riding in the car, and he says that it was like somebody was throwing rocks at the car, he thought. But, he said at the end of it, when he ended up getting, he realized that it was bullets. He said that he couldn't move from the waist down.
So tough,
he said
dog.
that he tried to get out of the car because, they had stopped. And, the only see is his buddy next to him was dead and slumped over, best friend. But he said he couldn't move. And, to this day, man, he's unfortunately paralyzed from the waist down, man.
You're not talking about the Eric that came to the radio station.
I am.
His last name is not Johnson. But now I need to find it because...
Yeah. Well, I'm trying. Yeah, why you find it? Yeah, man, we still roll.
But yeah, go ahead.
But again, his story is so inspirational. Again, to know that even guys like that can have the self-pity and feel bad for themselves. And
Right.
Man, I'm never going to be, and I'm just a failure, this, that, and the other. And it's like, no, dude, like you have so much. And here it is. Eric is a motivational speaker now. He's a franchise owner. He owns Luffy's down there in Nebraska. He started a franchise down there in Nebraska. And from what he told me is that, again, even his condition isn't complete. I guess you can be completely paralyzed, but his isn't complete. So he could, at the radio station when we were there, he was talking about how he could still have babies. He said that was the biggest thing he asked the doctor. He was like, "Doc, can I still have kids?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, that still work, but yeah, you just can't." And then he said his feet kind of still worked a little bit too there.
Eric
So,
Austin,
Eric
dog.
Austin.
No, gosh darn it, Eric Johnson. I was like, I know it ain't no.
I thought it was Eric Johnson.
But definitely, no, Eric Austin is definitely inspirational.
Shout out to him, man. Yeah.
Doing his thing. Eric
And
Austin.
Right. and he stays clean, as we see on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
But just my point was to know that there are dudes out here grinding like that.
Definitely.
And they're like literally there's no excuse. So like for you sitting there and not doing, it's because you made a choice in your mind to sit there and not do. And clearly, we're saying that Nipsey, rest in heaven, man, that Nipsey made a choice that he wasn't going to sit back and be a product of his environment. He was going to allow them to be a product of the environment that he's about to create. Right? And so he did that. And,
and I believe that all started because he had a why. Well, you got to have that why no matter what you're doing. What is your why? Why do you get up every day and do what you do? Sure. And he obviously had his why was, I want to make my people better. I want to better my hood. I want to better my environment. I want to better what I come out of.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I had to redo my why, but really think more about my why and put it in my mind every day. Yeah. We all got our whys while we do stuff, but it's not until moments to where you'll put your feet are put to the fire to where you're like, let me remember my why. But if you can remember your why before you get to that place, it'll carry you so much further. And definitely my why is Junior, man. Don't get me wrong. I love my wife all day, Gabrielle, baby.
Both.
You so fine, girl, light skin, doing your thing. With
Ooh.
Your, don't be saying ooh. You talking about ooh? Ooh.
Her curls are pretty cool.
I will kill you where you stand. I will take the microphone and
all you hear is
talk about your own wife. Talk about your own wife. No, but Junior, man, just
for sure.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like I always say, I didn't grow up without a dad. Rex Walters, he was a good man in my life for a good amount of time, but not knowing my real dad, man, and being able to have Junior though. And he's my why every day. This boy told my wife yesterday when I got the award as Rookie of the Year at Complete Weddings and Events. Go check me out on their website. We do great things, DJ.
Lord.
Junior told Gabrielle, I was up there standing there taking pictures and I had my award. And he ran over to me and he was supposed to say something, but he didn't say it. And then when I got back to the table, she was like, when you were standing up there, he said, I want to do that someday. And she asked him, what do you want to do? And he said, I want to be great like my daddy.
Wow.
At 3 years old.
Wow.
That's
good, right?
Every time I say it about choke up, man,
right?
but it's just to
good.
know, you know what I'm saying? That's my why every day to make sure not that he has something and that he becomes something.
Sure.
And like I said, I love people in general, but he is definitely my why. Every time I get faced with adversity, I just picture his little face in my head, like, you can do it, Daddy. I love you, Papa.
Dog, as men, it's in us to do that, Rock.
Yeah.
And any man that doesn't, come on here, it don't have to be entrepreneurship.
Not at all. Not at all.
Leaving your children with a mindset is my biggest thing. You can leave them with Lil Kings. You can leave them with the DJ, and you can leave them with all. But at the end of the day, I want to leave him a mindset.
Yeah.
This is how your father's mindset was, that I was going to be great, period.
By any means necessary.
Yeah, so it's like,
whatever you put
your
hands to do it.
If Junior start a toenail factory, I don't know.
It better be the best gosh darn toenail factory in all of Biloxi.
And that's what it should be. And let's just be honest. With us as a people, seeing Nipsey, going back to Nipsey, man,
Yeah.
you don't see black people like this in history books, but watch this, that look like him. Yeah, Nipsey wore the clothes he wanted to wear, as we all wear it. Who says that? Now, some stuff, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't for me. I can't do too much sadness.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, this man started a clothing line, started a clothing store. You know what I'm saying? It was on to bigger and better. They said that his store was the first smart store. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man had it in his mind that he was going to beat the stereotype, beat the statistic that, okay, he was a gangster. Okay, that still even now, braided hair, tattoos all over his body, and that he might even still talk a little bit of lingo. But he's so much more intelligent than what people think. So it literally gives, it doesn't give you the excuse of, you can judge a book by its cover.
Right. It don't matter what you look like, how you talk, where you come from.
Yeah.
It's all about what you want to go towards and what you want to have.
That's it. And Nipsey made it a point at 33, even in his prime, but he still accomplished so that we see.
And even thinking about that, I just turned 30. You're 32.
31 now, 32 in July.
Bro, that man was 33. Our peer. You know what I'm saying?
Accomplished. Like, and you know what encourages me, and I'm seeing this thing clear, boy, today. What encourages me the more about where I'm from in Leavenworth, to know that man didn't leave L.A. Some people say, oh, man, look at all the opportunities in L.A. No. A lot of times we don't think about that, okay, there's so many opportunities. No, you need to start creating opportunities. Nipsey created opportunities. He didn't wait for someone to give him one. He created the platform. Biggest thing with me in Leavenworth, and people have still not been able to fathom or think, I know that God has called me to this city. And as much as I want to go and run and and I know that if it's in God's will, it'll happen. But I know there is something great in Leavenworth.
Hey,
but
you said it many times, and I've told you like, oh, nah, bro.
Yeah, nothing.
It's like I can clearly tell you I said that.
Dude,
like, no,
I
let's
see
do
it so
somewhere
clear.
else.
But what people need, thank you, Holy Spirit, for this. With Nipsey, they need to see someone really doing something, and it's consistent and it's purposeful. Not that you're just doing something to get attention, or you want somebody to say, "Ooh, look at me." No, that he's doing something and it's really bringing change. And that's what Nipsey did.
Be the change you want to see.
And really be the change. And watch this.
Yeah,
Add up the cost of what it means to be the change.
Yeah.
Because the change
takes some crying days. The change takes some staying up late at night. The change takes some not getting all the sleep that you want to get. The change will take some sacrifice, some budgeting.
Some sacrifice.
Change takes some things from you, but there's a greater reward at the end of it.
Look at Martin Luther King. He had to sacrifice his family. We don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know how many threatening calls his wife got? If I'm gonna blow up your house, I'm gonna blow you. I'm gonna dissect your husband and send him to you in boxes. Like, do you know how many like that took the family through? I imagine that Junior and Gabby, like, Daddy can't spend as much time as he wants with us, and not in that because you do a lot.
Yeah, no,
but
I'm saying
like it's not. I'm not gonna be able to just be here every day, but one day coming. We gonna be able to sit at this house and you gonna beg me to leave, but because I have everything moving now, I can just sit back at the house.
Bro,
Lando, you wanna come over?
Residual income. Make money for you.
And you sitting back like, what's that, honey? How many text messages? Is that 5? Oh my God!
You putting your money in the bank with that 1% or 0.1% return.
I'm just saying, it's all about grinding now. That's what Nipsey showed us. The grind. And watch this. The grind doesn't stop. Like, everybody is going to continue on in this man's name and his legacy and what he sought out to do. I believe that Nick Cannon is talking about making that documentary that he was going to make.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And Nick Cannon being an example as well. Grinding. Wilding Out. Look at Wilding Out now. The most, like, anticipated show now.
And Nick Cannon has so much other stuff going on. That's just what everybody knows of him. Like, oh, Nick Cannon, he just do Wildin' Out, bruh. Dude, look at his resume. Ridiculous.
I believe he owns or half owns Nickelodeon or something like that.
No, he has his own. He had his own. It was called not Nickelodeon. Nicka something. Almost. I don't know what it's called, but he had his own like TV channel or TV station, something like that.
Yeah.
But he's doing a lot of great things.
Of course, he's in real estate. I mean, all of that.
I think it always goes back to how bad do you want it? When you say about adding up the cost.
Ryan, when you say that, I think you got to slow that down for real.
How bad do you want it?
How bad? But no, this is the thing. But really though, how bad? And I think a lot of people's answers, let's just be honest.
I don't want it bad enough.
I don't.
It's nice to dream about. It's nice to dream about. But when reality hits, not that you
Don't
don't
let me get
have what it
excited on this
takes,
mic.
not that you don't have what it takes, but you're not willing to put forth the effort. So I think what it came from me was I got tired of complaining. I got tired of saying I hate this place. I got tired of saying I hate this. Well, Ryan, if you hate it so much, you have the ability to change it, but are you willing to change it? Are you willing to change your surroundings? Are you willing to change the way you eat? Are you willing to change the way you work out? Are you willing to change the way you organize your stuff? Are you willing to change the way or not getting enough sleep? Are you willing to change that I can't go out to eat all the time no more, or I can't go on this vacation, or I can't just go hang out with the homies today, or I can't go to a store and buy this, or maybe this week I got to go to the Goodwill and buy some clothes because I want to save my money to get this or to add this to the business, or maybe I got to do what?
How bad
Do you want it? Are you willing to sacrifice for your dream? Are you willing to sacrifice for your life? The way that you're living, the way that you do the things that you do. Mm-hmm. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck?
Bruh.
Are you tired of having to worry about if you're not going to have enough?
Bruh.
If you don't have enough now, you're not going to have enough when you struggle, but at least when you come out of the struggle, you got something greater.
Literally, depending on how much time you didn't put into
Yeah.
it.
It's not overnight. And that's again because it's not overnight.
I'm gonna pose this question: Do you love your false reality more than your reality? Do you love your fantasy more than you love your reality?
I got some fantasies.
Do you love your dreams? Do you love your dreams, like literally going to sleep? Do you love to go to sleep and love on them dreams more than you like to wake up and make those dreams a reality? Do you love that more? I mean, really, do I love just sitting back saying, "Oh, right, man, we gonna have our car, bro. We gonna be on that hill, bro. We gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We about to be rolling down. They about to be mad at." No.
But when I tell you it's going to take 5 years of hard back-breaking
10
work.
years.
10 years.
You might not even see it, and your son gets to see it.
Whew.
Uh-oh, come on, Abraham.
That spoken tongue right
Come
there.
on, Abraham.
Ooh,
You might not
Father
see
Abraham.
it, but your son.
That
But watch
man and his
this.
sons.
If the motives are right, isn't that what it's about anyway?
At the end of
Didn't
the
you
day.
want to leave it for him anyway?
At the-
No, God, I want to see it. Abraham didn't get to see it. He didn't get to see the promised land. But he was right. Watch this. And this is the mistake that Abraham made. The disobedience. The disobedience, man. Him choosing people over choosing God in real life. Him choosing his peers. Something I just heard Will Smith say right before we got on here about self-esteem. How is it self-esteem and you're worried about the opinions of others? How is it self-esteem? You have a self-esteem issue. You should be working on yourself then. Taking in others' advice.
Right.
But to where you dictate to me who I am and what I need to. No.
You
No.
remember when we went to St. Louis when I was working on that song for
Eric's house.
for Ashley's conference, the I Am conference, and I wrote the song. It was called I Am, but the lyrics were, "I decided to take my daydream and make it my goal. I decided to take my daydream and make it my reality. I decided to take my daydream and make it my life."
Literally, bro.
I
It
took
has
my
to be that.
daydream. I took my dreams and said, "Okay, I see this every night when I go to sleep, but I want to experience it while I'm awake."
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I like that one right there. I
wanna
saw it while I was
experience it
asleep,
when
but I
I'm
want to
awake.
experience it while I'm awake.
I want to make that what I seen. And that's what's so dope about God. God seen it in his head. God seen it. And he made it real. It wasn't a fantasy anymore. It's real. You can touch it, man. Like, wow. Like, you think about a building. And Ronaldo, shout out to Ronaldo. He's so deep now on analogies with his buildings. But it's dope. I'm glad that he's seen.
Right.
You know, but he was like, dude, it's crazy to take. I have a thought in my mind. And then I put it on paper, to only put it on paper, to now starting to get the blueprint, to only getting the blueprint, and now seeing it at Lawrence. He made that little park bench thingy. Like, he was like,
actually
bro,
had something built?
but it was like, it was so dope to see that in his head, and he was like, to see that
know that
full
I created
blast
that,
is
yeah.
like. So now what's dope about me and you is that we both have seen some of our dreams. Not seen it in its entirety, but we've seen it. You seen Lil King. Look at all these posters and flyers that you've made. You seen you passing this test. You seen the podcast. You seen when we were on radio. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen all those things, and now I believe what's so addicting to me, and you know the struggle I have right now. You seen it, so you know it's real. What I tell you with life insurance,
you know what it tastes like.
you told Marlon because you know your bruh.
You're right.
Orlando has to see it first. When he sees it, oh, it's real.
Yeah.
But until I see it, yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a yeah, and it really
And not
it should
even
be
just
a yeah,
seeing
all
it
right to
physically,
you.
but it's like you said, seeing it mentally.
Yes.
Knowing that if I can see this mentally, I can bring it to life physically.
Bro, that's a message in itself. If I can see it mentally, that's all
I can
miracles
see
are.
it mentally, I
that's
can
all
do it
miracles are.
physically.
That's all mental. Miracles are mental first. Then you start to experience the out. I mean, really, if you go on thinking that you're healed or that you're delivered or whatever, like, and I'm not trying to get into, but I'm saying literally that's all it is. It's mind first, mind over body. Legit, mind over body. If you can't get that concept, it's not real. So I say, man, that with Nip today, man, I'm just so encouraged to follow after this blueprint, because this blueprint is real, bro.
Young man.
Like 33, and they said Jesus died at 33, which I will not compare him to, because there's only one man, There's only one way. Yeah.
That was old. No.
So, but they said 33, man. It's way too young. It's way too young, man. That's entirely too young. We young, and so what it says to me, Rock. Thank you, Lord, for giving me life. I pray for Nip's family, his fans, but
Definitely.
when I
His
say
lady.
God, I thank you for another opportunity. At 31, almost 32 now, like I thank you for showing me every day that Orlando, you're good enough. You're good enough to do it. You have the potential. Now you got to put in the grind. So that's where that's my last words, man, with this topic, man. Don't let others criticize, period. The reason I said this to you a long time ago, Rock, I can't I don't give people permission. I don't give people permission to criticize me. I don't give people permission to give me their negative opinions. I don't give you permission. Now, when it comes out, you can say it.
But I don't,
I'm not going to give
I'm
you
not gonna
permission
apply it to my life.
to say, oh, okay, I guess it's all right, darn it. No, I'm not going to do
I
that.
believe so much that life and death are in the power of the tongue. I believe it so much. I watch what I say and how I say it. Especially if, I'm speaking to Junior and I be saying stuff, I be like, who? I take it back and I'll say something different. Like, oh, no, hold on, no, let me say that something different to him.
Yeah.
Because I just believe it so much, man. What you put out is what you get back.
Legit.
I know Gabrielle gets tired of him because I be getting on her. I didn't lay back a little bit, but I get on her all the time. Like, no. We not saying that. We not doing that. Not if, when. Not if, when. Well, maybe they'll call me. No, they are going to call you.
They're
or maybe I'll get this. No, you are going to get it. Why? Because you deserve it. And that goes with knowing your self-worth. I had to tell you know what I'm saying? I told Gabrielle this as I was going on the journey of entrepreneurship and being in different settings and sitting at different tables with different people of influence and that can, of just another echelon of people from what I've usually dealt with. And to sit at the table and be like, man, it was so crazy. I was sitting talking with a banker and I was sitting down and my stature was kind of just low and not even paying attention. Like I wasn't having a bad day and nothing was wrong, but I just kind of sunk in. And then he told me, well, who are you? And what do you do? And in that moment, I didn't even tell you about this. And in that moment, like, because I was kind of feeling a little insecure, like, oh man, I'm in this bank talking to this banker and who, just my little small business. Something told me, like, bro, do you know who you are? Me, Eric Johnson, Corey Page used to always be like, my name is Ryan Allen. My name is Eric Johnson. My name is Corey. Do you know who I am, bro?
Wow.
My name is Ryan Allen. So I said, Ryan Allen, sit up. I said, how you doing, sir? My name is Ryan Allen. Because for one, you always know when people we get preconceived notions about who somebody may be before we meet them because we see them first. So I see you, and based on what you may look like, I'm kind of just everybody does
For
it.
sure.
I'm just kind of sizing you up. So and I love it. I got the dreads, black man. But I always come correct. And I said, my name is Ryan Allen, sir. This is my business and this is what I do. And this is what I'm trying to do. This is where I'm going. And the more I begin to talk, the more I realize, bro, you deserve to be everywhere you step into.
Wow.
Every place, every door you walk into, you deserve to be there. Every table you sit at to talk to somebody, you deserve to be there.
You deserve
They're getting some of your time because you are somebody. You are Ryan Allen. You are Orlando Rivera.
good, bro.
You are Gabrielle Allen. You got to not to be arrogant about yourself by any
arrogant,
way,
man. It's
but have a confidence in yourself and who you are
Confidence, man.
and whose you are.
It's confidence, bro.
I was created for a reason, for a purpose.
I
You
was
may
here
not be
on purpose,
perfect,
for a purpose.
but you have a purpose.
Literally.
Whether you know it or not, you have a purpose. From the least of us to the biggest of us.
Nipsey Hussle, man. He had a purpose.
You got a purpose.
And you know what's tough to me, bro? Is that God is the controller of death and life. So clearly he allowed. No, but literally, you know how many people I've heard 50 Cent, shot 9 times. Like, you should have been dead. You know how many stories of you should have been?
No.
I am so convinced that at the end of the day, if God allows, there's a purpose behind. Like, the man got out of here, but look at the purpose that he had. Look at what he accomplished at 33 years old.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine how long. But Rock, man, you said it all today, man. We gotta think more of ourselves. And when you do, you can't let you don't allow people to criticize, even though they're doing less than you. You know what it does to me? Because my confidence level is so high. Now, if you take it, it's whatever. But I'm gonna try to help you, man. If you want the help. But if you don't want the help, I can't help you, brother.
Yeah.
I can't help nobody that don't want to be helped.
Bro, something, and you just said something my grandfather told me, Howard Allen, my grandfather, before he passed, people will do anything for you as long as you're trying to do the right thing. I used to always hear that growing up. People will do everything and anything they can for you,
Literally.
as long as you're trying to do something for yourself.
Literally.
I can't help but to help you if I see you trying to do it on your own. You know what I'm
Literally.
saying? I can't help but to add what I got to you to make you better because you're already trying to do something better for yourself.
Real life.
I can't stand people like, wow, no one, when people say no one helped you, no one should help you. Help yourself. You've gotten all the help now. You a grown man, you a grown woman. Figure it out. And if you don't want it bad enough, stop complaining about it. If you see what somebody else got and you want what they got, then that's not the right thing for you. You shouldn't want what somebody else has. You should want what you have for yourself.
Covingtonness. Going
Have
after
your own
something
dreams.
else. Yeah.
Have your own, be inspired by your own thing. But please want something. Want something for yourself. And if it ain't nothing else but to help somebody else, then be the best at that. That's what I have to be all in everything that you're going to do. If you say you are going to do it, if you commit yourself to it, if you say you're going to show up somewhere, be there on time. If you say you're going to do something for somebody, do it, regardless of how they may treat you. You said you was going to do it.
You said, be a man of your word, a woman of your word.
That's the only thing I got at the end of the day is my word. I don't know how many times I be thinking of stuff I'm going to do for Gabrielle, her birthday coming up, or she may do something to me or make me mad. I'd be like, I shouldn't even do this for you because look, I'm about to do this. I do it all the time, dog. But at the end of the day, you're still worth it. I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Are you worth
and I'm
it
going
to
to give it 110%.
Are you worth it to yourself first? Are you worth it to yourself first? You could be so quick to say that my wife is worthy or my best friend or my mother or my father. Are you worthy first? Are you worthy enough for this? And it's like once again, building up all of this, like you said, bro, building up all of this self-esteem, it only pushes you harder. And I believe that's where Nip and all the rest of these guys, Eric Austin, that we just see, like, that's where the rest of these guys are, man. They continue to build themselves up to where nothing can stop them. I believe Martin Luther King was so confident in who he was and the assignment that God had on his life that at the end of the day, I win both times. How do I win? If you try to kill me, I'm going to heaven with my Father. And then if I stay on this earth, I still have the pleasure of finishing out the assignment and all that and what all that looks like. So
They call it a win-win.
bro, when I tell you, man, this topic got me so hyped, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Bro, that quote alone.
I'm quitting
that
my
he put
job
up-
tomorrow, bro. Nah.
Hold on.
I am
hold on.
leaving at the end of this month, though.
I hope they don't hear this podcast.
Like real life.
Hope they don't hear this podcast before that. They're gonna be like,
I know, right?
we're gonna get you before you get us. Get out of here.
Watch this. See my snaps like,
Hey.
oh, you still there.
You got fired on your day off. Still
Hey,
in
but
boxes.
I'm telling you, hey, watch. I'm telling you, man. Again, going back to how bad do you want it, bro? I want it bad. Just shout out real quick. Pray for your boy. I'm getting back into the real estate game.
Okay.
Wholesaling on deck. Got about to shout out to Mark Whitten. That has real estate money crew. They're dope at about Baltimore. Definitely plan on wanting to go out there, man, and actually touch hands, man. Like shake my man's hand.
Cool.
But his course, man, is it's a 2-week course. I'm for real, bro. Like I said, I know I can do it. Got the blessing from my pastor yesterday, man. He was like, Orlando. He was, oh God, thank you, Holy Spirit. Real quick, bro.
Go ahead.
He was
go ahead.
like, make sure that you understand that the enemy doesn't want you to get in your vein. I just wanted to tell you that too, bro. He wants us to bypass our veins. You know when somebody says you're in the right vein, bro, when you're in your vein, a.k.a. your lane, a.k.a. what you know you can just monster, he was like, you need to watch out for them places because the enemy knows. You know what else he threw at me? And I know you're going to be like, Lando, I've been trying to. He was like, when you finish your course, you need to have your wife take her course. And she needs to be right alongside with you, helping you out. He's like, do you realize how much you're going to get done with having her help you? And I was just like, dang. So quick, we as men, we like, nah, boy, you know what I'm saying? I got this. And it's like, here it is, like you said, Rock, your helpmate.
Yeah.
And she can be right there alongside, making flyers, making phone calls, whatever you need. But instead, I'm just like, nah, boy, I want it all.
Want to do everything yourself.
And God is clearly giving you help. So I'm encouraged, man. So keep your boy in your prayers, man. I'm definitely hopping back out here.
Cool, man. Well, we're going to say this quote one last time. You will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will only, be criticized by someone who is doing less than you. Remember that. Rest in heaven.
The flow.
Nipsey, thank you for showing us the way. Thank you for being the great man that you were.
Thank you for being loyal to your community. Thank you for being loyal to your people.
Thank you for being in your lane and staying in your vein.
Thank you for showing us the blueprint. Thank you for giving us a blueprint, knowing that one day you was gonna get out and you didn't keep it for yourself. Thank you for giving us the blueprint.
And shout out to everybody. I know we control our time on here. So but shout out to everybody, man. Just anybody who's trying to do anything. Don't worry. Just if you got a dream, right? Make a plan. I think I've been saying this on every podcast now, but I don't care. Write the vision, make it plain.
Bible.
Write the vision, make it plain, and run that thing. Be excited about that thing, but understanding you're gonna have to sacrifice. You're gonna have to get out of your routine. I think that's the hardest thing for us. To get out of the routines that we set for ourselves. We wake up, we go to work, we spend our money, we eat, poop, drink, go back to sleep, and do it again. But if you want better, and if you ain't seen better, expose yourself to better, man. I've been talking about people who don't even get me started with Leavenworth, because I feel like there's a cloud over that place every time I drive into Leavenworth. And I'm not saying that Leavenworth's not, don't got good people, stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, the mindset sometimes of people in general, not just Leavenworth, all over,
Sure.
who haven't been exposed to anything.
Yes.
Bro, I went on that. I think I told you before, I went on that cruise, me and Gabrielle on the cruise last year, and to the Bahamas, and to see that clear water, that turquoise water, and just to see life outside of the U.S. It's about. Yeah, in the U.S. But just to see something other than what we see all the time, just like, man, this is out here.
Yes.
It's mind-blowing. And it lets you know, I was made for greater.
Really? Really?
You know what I'm saying?
For real?
Like, there's
For
some,
real.
I could talk all day.
I was gonna say this.
I was about
real
to go to
quick,
Nas.
man,
I
that
know
let's not end without saying this. We are definitely not just talking about entrepreneurship today.
Oh, no, not at all.
I'm talking about be the great father that you know you can be.
Go ahead, break that.
Be the great mother that you know you can be. Be the best wife, best husband, best son, best
because it says something about you at the end of the day. Integrity says a lot about you at the end of the day.
And to know that, can I say this, Rock? God gave you another option. He woke you up today on purpose for a purpose. To get it right. To get it right. But I mean, literally, woke you up on purpose. You could have been, I mean, literally, when we was sleep, and old folk would say slumber, when you was sleep in slumber, bro, he could have just been like yank. And I know there's been plenty of times, bro, where I didn't have dreams where I thought I was up out of here like, what in the world is this? But he decided, come on, that one that went to surgery and he brought you, because, hey, knowing that stuff ain't, hey,
right.
you can go in and not
for
come
the
back.
Simplest of surgeries. Bro, I went in for that Achilles surgery. I was in there scared out of my mind.
I think Eric Cobbins was the one that went in for surgery and went in for his shoulder and almost didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to know he woke you up on purpose for a purpose, don't waste this day. Make this day count. I just heard just last night, Ubering, a kid 17 years old, Debian said he just picked up the lady from Boston. She, not yesterday, but it was a few days ago, but the mom was coming in from Boston. Her son, 17 years old, she's out on work, 17 years old. He hits a pothole, and he spun out of control doing 40 over there in Ward Parkway, ended up flipping the car.
Oh, my gosh.
And broke his neck on the windshield. Oh, my God. Broke his neck, bro. Oxygen to his brain cut. So kept him on life support. Mom, Debian took her. Mom was going to go see the son. Like basically today they're taking him off life support and he's out of here. You know what I'm saying? But like 17, bruh? No, hold on. When we get to judgment, God, really 17? But really? Why would you take me so young? God is mysterious, bro. You better just take every day as a gift. Take every day. Today is the present. Take every day as present. It's a present, bro. And take advantage of it all.
You take nothing for granted, man. Because like you said, any little thing. You hear people dying for crazy stuff. You're like, you just walking and you done. You know what I'm saying?
Some people die in their sleep, Rock.
Yeah.
You just hear, what happened? Was it a heart attack? Was it a No, we don't
We
know.
don't know. He
died.
just went.
What?
All I know is I'm gonna make every day count.
I'll wait.
I make every day count. When I wake up, I'm excited. When I go to bed, I'm excited. Why? Because I got another day. And I know they'd be like, "Oh, bro, no, bro."
For real.
The world we live in today, people are getting up out of here from the youngest to the oldest quickly. You in your house doing your own thing, and gunfire happened, and you get a stray to come through your house, and that's it.
Can I say this, Rock? It's Lil Junior's getting up out of here too. Our
Oh,
sons.
yeah.
Like you said, spray
Easily.
going all throughout the house. And Jay, OJ over there just on the daggone couch watching his game. Bow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. He's only 4. God forbid. God super forbid.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
just saying, like, it's real out here. So we have to know, like you said, I thank Nipsey for leaving the blueprint. And look, they're making his name great, putting it in history books. I seen the Muslims was out there doing a walk for him. The man affected some lives.
And let me say this, because I felt this in my shondo. We understand Nipsey ain't the only one who's done something great, but today that's who we talking
Thank
about.
you.
But
Okay.
today on this
I
podcast,
thank you for saying
that's
that,
who
Rock.
we are talking about. That's who
Jeez.
we are saying great things about. That's who we are giving remembrance
Let that
to.
man be great.
But please let
Him
that
be
man
great,
be
man.
great.
In his passing, like Game said about Kodak Black, let that man, let him go in peace. You already talking about how you want to be with Lauren London. I don't know if you heard
Yeah, I
that.
seen a little bit about that
It's
foolishness.
just sad, man. And again, going back to it's us that want to disrespect. Let them. I would rock. I ain't wishing that, bro. I will, boy.
Yeah.
A funeral, and let me hear off of the 5 Heartbeats. Oh, you don't need to be alone. If I heard, I'm sorry, bro. Your whole funeral is gonna be wrecked
On site.
Your whole funeral. I mean,
On
you gonna
site.
come out of the.
It ain't gonna be wrecked. It ain't gonna be wrecked because you're gonna be on site and everybody gonna be like, "Yeah, slide him out." We understand.
Bro, I'm
What?
talking about it's gonna be a bad deal. Like, hey, Gabby, just letting you know, man, if you want to catch some, bro. I'm talking about tables, chairs. Like, take me to jail. That is
Yeah.
so disrespectful.
Yeah, on
Let
another
this
level.
man be great. Honor his name, regardless of whatever your religious beliefs. Honor the man's actions. Love on that. Thank God that he's not another gangster rapper that left. Come on, didn't pay his taxes and left spent countless amounts of money and didn't leave his family nothing. Like, the man is solid, and to know he's so respected that Jay-Z left him 15 mil and
For the
with his kids. Don't give me I'm just saying, I'm glad that you said that, man, because at the end of the day, I hate it that we can't just celebrate it, man. Oh, there's so many people that did. Why y'all ain't talk about? Come on, man. We want to rep. We repping Nip today, man. You know what I'm saying? I think his funeral is gonna be at the Staples Center.
Yeah.
Come on, brother. That's deep, man. Ain't nobody just getting the Staples Center.
Yeah.
We can't get.
Can I even get the center? I might just get the staple. Can I get?
But yeah, man, it's the flow, baby. We here, man.
This is what we do, and once again, it's been the flow. Hey, check us out our Facebook page. Well, I was gonna say where all this is available at, but if you're listening, you know where it's available at. So check us out, follow us. But we are
the flow. We are real people
with real issues
who create solutions
and not more problems.
Out.
Until next time.